Good morning. How we doing? Mm, Adjusting some of the Twitch UI bits. There we go. That one. No, I want that one. Yeah. Okay. Getting closer. There we go. There we go. All right. So we have our little chat app up here that we've been working on. Up there. It's kind of dark. That's okay though. We are still working on. We started yesterday. Trying to find the to-do list. Let's get rid of that. We're working on highlighting some messages. So at the moment, if I say like, hello, boom, 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 and I ask that my message is highlighted, we get a little red box around it, right? It was some quick and easy styling, but I want something that's a little bit more like boom, like kind of gets your attention, right? So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna that and I wish Sourceset had like a dark mode. Oh well, 'cause it's just so bright. Firefox plugin dark mode CSS. Listen. Oh, okay. Night Eye? I don't know. So wary of extensions. Thank you, but no. I don't. Okay. All right, back to it. So, how do we do this? How do we make this a little bit more like shiny? Let's see. The corners are a little blah at the moment. And is there like a CSS swipe? Like a CSS. I want like a transition effect. Yeah. Want just kind of like a little whoosh, sparkle. I don't know, just like from one side to the other, just it's a swipe effect. It's just this glitter effect. Oh, let's see what they got. That's kind of neat. Yeah, I think this is more what I'm thinking. Kind of a moving gradient. Okay. Let's refine our search CSS gradient animation. All right. Basically, we need something that moves across. Some clipping with the overflow. And what else? Something like so. CSS gradient animator. Website link? What? Are you kidding? Preview. At least two colors. Okay. Select two colors. Add color. Let's go from what the current color is. Let's see, where is that? That's no, it's over here. All right. Light. And let's add another color, which is the same color. We're just going to lighten it. Oh, come on. I clicked outside. It's about up here. Select. Preview. Bump up the speed. Gradient angle. Scroll angle. Yeah, probably want that at the same. I'm going to add a color. I want a third color, which is the same as the first. All right, we're going to do something like this. Start here. Oh, let's change this. This is our highlight. Message highlight. And let's see, animation. Highlight animation. Okay. What is this? What is... Are those tabs? Hmm. That's strange. I wonder what these really are. Okay. And so on this, we've got this border. 2 pixels solid. Let's add a border radius on there for PX because it's a little choppy right now. Then we're going to need another one. So we're running the one that we built we built yesterday, or I built after the stream yesterday, right? So we've got that there. Can I use the same thing? Test that out. Log in with Twitch, authorize, boom, there we go. All right. Do this again. Ooh. That's fancy. Now we need it to stop. We don't want it to go infinite. And we probably need... I'm not going to do like WebKit, Moz, and all. No. Doing one set of keyframes. Save that. We do not need that. All right, and what are the other options for that? Emil, how you doing? Good morning. And where's our debugger? I lost it. Oh, there it is. I was looking on the other screen. Div messages. All right, here we go. Infinite. We don't want infinite. We want... I forget the text for that. Gotta go look it up. No. MDN. Emil. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for that. Play state. See, we want... I think it's duration. Not duration. Direction, duration, fill mode, iteration count. That's it. So we can select how many times it does it. 0, 1, 2, or infinite. 2.5. Wow. All right, let's loop. I don't know, just pick a number. 3. We'll loop 3 times. Here we go. We got this. If we select a different one. Oh, I see. And we also need to get it to stop at a point. You know, the gradient's not that bad there. But I think the border is an issue. I think I want to be able to bump up. So do I have any changes? Okay, we want to bump up the border. We have here border 2 pixels solid. If we do a 4 on there, margin 2px. Adding 2px. I don't know, it's kind of tight in there. We bump that down to 1. And we used the light color to kind of complement. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. I think we need 3 or a 4. There we go. Now it's starting to feel like a highlighted message. Also, a new message in there. Going to include some emoticons this time to make sure these work. Okay, gonna copy and paste that in there twice or 3 times just to make sure. Whoa, all right. Wow. Okay. Oh, that's not that bad. Okay. Now we should stop. I lost count. Oh, and then it just snapped. I didn't like that. No, but it's still highlighted. Okay. Let's see. What else could we do? That and the gradient. So here we have a linear gradient, right? I want the swipe to be more prominent. So I think we need to be able to specify, you know, something with the gradient a little better. Oh, I minimized that. That was not intended. Here we go. Getting to the midpoint color, 10% of the way across. Okay. So we can specify this. Multi-position color stop. Rating of 45. Actually, it's kind of... Let's see what we get here. And at this point, oh, what do we want this? We want this to be, let's see what happens. Now, hold on. Theme. Ooh. Dark. Thank you. That's hard to read. Anyhow, we're reading this text over here. Multi-position color stop. A gradient tilted 45 degrees with a red bottom left half and a blue top right half. With a hard line where the gradient changes from red to blue. I see. We don't want a hard line, but we do want some swoop sort of thing. So let's say we go 30%. Is that a 30%? Yeah, percent. Oh, wait. They had a 0 to, oh, I see. 0 to there. I don't know. Let's go 40% to 60%, and then 60% to 100%. Well, that is a nice hard stop. Did not intend that to happen. Okay. And just so we can see it, let's see this going. Wow. All right. Oh, I see. We need to give more of a gap between them. So in this case, this color, we're just going to set it at 50%. Okay. How about we go from, I don't know, I think the center needs a little bit more width on it. Let's say 45 to 55%. That's too much. 48 to 52. Right, and if we set that back down to, let's say 1, where does it end up stopping? That's not bad. But okay, I don't think it's correct. Let's test it out. Highlight. What? Did it go one way and then come back? Was it bouncing? Normal, just goes one direction, right? Yeah. Oh, look at that. We could have it go whoosh, whoosh. Oh, let's do that. Change this back to infinite for a minute. Okay, infinite. Whoosh. Should come back. Yes. Okay. Now our background size. I don't want it to be 600%. I want to see, what does a 100% look like? Okay, fine. Now, it's interesting because if we set this to like 10 pixels, right? Oh, wow. Then it repeats. Huh. Learn something new. All right. That's crazy. But it needs to be square. Okay. Why did it stop? Oh. Odd. Animation, 15 seconds, ease, infinite, alternate reverse. Oh, 600%. What does it not like about this? I hover. Unused property value. OPX. Oh, goodness. I did not see that. Okay. I'm going to restart that. Yeah, I think we could get away with like a 300 or reduce the time. There we go. That looks like a highlight. Okay. That's going to get my attention. Yep. But we're not doing this infinite. No, 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 no. 3 max. 3 seems like a lot. All right. That feels like a good place to commit. Oh, yep. Let's go ahead and add that. We'll put that in a different commit. Oh, going back to source up, watch your eyes. It says number 8. Okay. Number 8. No. All right, how about we run the build, because I like the new styling much, much better as opposed to the styling over here. And we're going to be doing some more cleanup here. That's not really cleanup. We're going to be doing some styling of the mention next, which I don't think we have a task for. Let's just resolve it. Oh, we didn't do that part though. I like that idea. Okay, the idea. Did it pop open somewhere? Where'd it go? Okay. Universal release. bundle. All right. This one. Install the new one. There we go. And this should have that highlighting. All right. Now, maybe I should break that out into a separate ticket. I think I should. All right. Highlighted messages sticky until acknowledged. Good. We'll do that. After. Did I have? No, I don't have mentions in there. Style mentions. I don't know if mentions should be sticky as well. Highlight the name. Okay. So in this case, if I say, you can see the highlighted message up there, and it had little CSS swipe, right? But for highlight, like mentions, right, when we do this, I don't want it to have the same kind of effect as the other one, as the redeem your points kind of highlight, right? This one should highlight Mr. Halsey, because it does have it, like this one's a highlight, this one's a mention, right? So let's style them differently. So in this case, we're going to have, let's go back to, where are we going for this one? Message. So in messages, right now, if it's a shout out, no, it's not a shout out, it's a mention. It's mention. What I was thinking, it's a mention. All right. So if it's a mention, because it includes those, what are we going to do? We could style it here, right? Toss some little HTML around the piece that's highlighted. Or we make that as part of the message. So instead of trying to highlight it outside of the message, we highlight it inside of the message. So we could pass in the export. What's this going to be? Export let. It's more of a const, but whatever. Rename me. Let me. And we can pass in the whole structure. Me names. String array. Mention names. Okay. And then we just have that available here. Mention names. It's going to be string array is equal to empty array. And then when we get that, we will not need to hold on to me anymore. We just need to fill in the mention names. Okay. Going to get rid of this process shout out in a moment. Here, okay. You know what? I'm going to do it this way. Const. Oh, what is it? It's ID and login. We have no, it's not ID. It's display name. There we go. Getting rid of that one. Me is gone. Now we need to move some of this down into the message itself. And get rid of messages mentioned. Like that, we're going into message. All right. Rich message, we enhance message emoticons. And before that, maybe we do that after. Okay. Rich message is, hey, good morning. Oh, and Taniwa. No, I'm sorry. This is Alex Rise. So Musean has been a great mentor, and my chatbot is off right now. But Musean's another Rust streamer on Twitch, so by all means, yeah, Emil loves him too. Knows an insane amount about Rust, and has been generous with her knowledge. Much appreciated. Oh, okay. You're watching his streams recently. Yeah. Very cool. What did I do with that? No. highlight mentions. And for this, we want to pat. I guess we don't have to. It's just right there, but. Very cool. Function. Highlight mentions. Text and names. All right. And what was that? Using some of these. I just close everything to the right. There we go. Oh. Sure, save it. Yeah, save it. I wonder what I'm saving. Probably going to split and join. Oh, we don't want to lowercase it, do we? Ooh. Ooh, ooh. We could split it, then iterate over each one, lowercasing each section individually, and then wrapping it. Oh. Either that, or we enforce casing. I don't have a big preference either way. And let's messages and names. Okay. Let's just split it. Then we'll lowercase late. Yeah, me too. And it's so much nicer for the user on that. So we'll have message parts. Right? And how do we want to mutate the array, right? Because when we split this, and then as we go to iterate through the pieces, if we find a piece that matches, we either need to record the index, right, of a match, and then later go and insert like a div before and after, right, to wrap it. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Just go through, record the indexes, and then just kind of work backwards through that list of indexes from the end to the front, wrapping those. Oh, that'll work. Let's do that. Mentions. What is the type on this? This is number array equals empty array. Okay. Mention indexes. Indices. All right. For each. Now on this we want, oh, on the for each we can get the index if oh, you're doing a bad joke. Okay. For a moment I was a little worried. Dad, can you tell me what a solar eclipse is? No, son. I'm saving this one for you. All right. All right, so, and here we get the text portion, and then we get the index, I think. I mean, we do a 2 lowercase on the text, and then if it's equal to either one of these, then we will record the index of it. There we go. Omitting the parens again. Oh, we've got an array, don't we? Yeah, mention names. Okay. Oh, it's right there. Hmm. Mention text is going to be mention names. Map that. So we have the text and we just put an @ sign before it. Okay. That should be plural. Mention text, mention names. Hmm. What's it complaining about here? Void is not assignable. Fine. We'll work on getting a result for you. All right, so now we have names. If names dot includes text. So we're going to search that array to see if it includes the text that we're trying to match. Then we will record the index. Okay. Now that we have that, any message, string names. This is a string array. Okay. Okay. And the indexes. And that is too dark, isn't it? The comments here. One more that you have to work on. I'm going to lighten that. It's just a little too dark. Sleep in a full suit of medieval armor to get a good night's sleep. All right, man. All right. I want to lighten this color. Bring it up a little. There we go. And doesn't look like it changed much. Did it change much? We go all the way up here. Strange. String, comment. Is there another color for comment? Pins. Is that to do? Oh, okay. Fine. Maybe it's a little lighter. Doesn't feel like it though. Like this feels much brighter. Range. Okay, we'll look at that later. Not right now. Okay, let's get rid of this function. We no longer need it. Get rid of the is mention. All right. Now we also need to pass in the names. What were they? Mention names? Yeah, mention names. Okay. Mention names. And same thing here. Yeah, Lark. All right, nice, you did. Thanks for hanging out. We are not using lower inside of mention. Oh, okay. Let's look at that. Oh, you are absolutely right. All right, fixed. Thank you. Got dimensions with a div that styles it. Okay, so at this point we're going to loop over the mentioned indexes, right, popping them off, and then modifying message parts, inserting behind and before that element before we join it and return it. Join and return the message. All right, let's go ahead and do that piece. Message parts dot join. Do that there. Did we have any other errors? This one that I don't trust. I don't think I changed this. And why? Use the same variable there. Why did I print? Assign to self so that svelte will redraw. Okay. A private message event. This says it's private message event. Okay, something's off there. Just going to chat, see if it shows. See, it's showing up. Something's up with the typing here, because private message event has a type called private message, right? But in this case, we're treating it as if it was just this one. If we do that, does it, I mean, that's just type information, so it must still work. It's not like Rust where this information actually changes the output. The type information is just the compiler fodder. It gets stripped out. All right, one more test. Yeah, see, it's still there. Okay. Fix that type information. There we go. All right, so going back to message. Got a little sidetracked there. Let's see if we can get this wrapped up. Okay. So, let's see. Mention indexes dot. I'm just going to for each those. No. We need to reverse for each those. So either we like while pop them, or can I just reverse this? Reverse, not for each. All right. Now we also need the message parts. Let's see, is it splice or is start, delete, count? Now in this case, I thought splice could also insert. Does it not insert? Or is that slice? Turns a copy. No, I don't want a copy. I want it in place. Which scripting language was I using in Godot? So I was using, well, GD script for portions of it, but also the project we worked on, which was GD native. You know, we spent a bit of time enhancing that. Yeah, okay. No, I'm gonna hit MD out up again. Yeah, you can insert items. That's at the start. Okay. So you just give it the position, and this is in place, isn't it? Changes the contents of an array by removing or replacing existing elements and or adding new elements in place. Perfect. All right. So this would be index +1. And the closing tag. So at index, we delete 0 and we add div. Oh, that's supposed to be index +1. It says index -1. Ooh, wait. No, this is just index, isn't it? Yeah, I think this is just index. And what do we want to call this? This is div class name. Oh, just class. React is getting me. Class mention. try this. Hello. There you go. Oh, look. Let's inspect that. Nice. We got it. Okay. So now we just need to style dimension. Display inline. It could have been a span. But... Oh, interesting. Why? Fascinating. No, it should just be inline, right? As if that was a span. Isn't that like the only difference between a div and a span? But why are we line breaking on this? Is it because the length just was longer? No. Oh, interesting. Huh. That I don't understand. Don't understand it yet. All right, let's... I was playing around with putting some of the CSS over here. And how do we want this mention to look? So how does Twitch do it? Yeah, they kind of invert the colors on that. I don't know if I like that. Black. And then background color. I'm just going to pick a, I don't know, white. Just for now. Black and white. And it is a little too much there, isn't it? Oh, because of the join. Because of the join, we're getting an extra space before that div. Oh, I see. How are we going to do that? You know, I'm going to grab some tea. Can use some tea. Give me like 5 minutes. Be right back. All right. Got some tea. I think I figured out a solution. Nice and hot. Let's get some poured so we can chill a little bit. So in HTML, a single space around a block item is rendered, but two spaces or more are not. So let's just give the work to the browser. Go back to message. And so here we will include an extra space there and there. Let's back this again. What is that? No. This one. Interesting. Still just one space. Add another. I think it's just rendering down here. It's not actually executing the code again. So we still just have one. Be this one. We should get one on the inside and the outside. But where are these going? Okay, let's just do that. We're going to restart this. That thing. There we go. That is hot. All right. Interesting. We are still just getting one. Why is that? Well, we could put markers in and just string replace afterwards. Okay, but why is it display inline? Oh, we could even do like rounded corners. class mention on there. And app.css, mention, background color. Ah. Okay. So why is it breaking here, right at the very end? Why? Is it because of the spaces? I doubt that. So if we remove the space here, here, that just tightens it up, right? Like the border radius. And highlighting with just bold. We need more. I wonder what bold would look like. Let's explore that. And where did it go? Did it? Oh, it died. Oh, I hit escape. For some reason, if I hit escape in there too many times, it, like in Vim, I'll just smash escape a couple times. For whatever reason, it crashes the app. Oh. Why? Okay. Interesting. That's a short message. That one's a little longer. I kind of wanted to make this. Yeah. Good morning, Glitch. It is coming along. And we have highlights working. Check this out. Yeah, highlights. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. All right. It does it like 3 times. Yeah, animated. Yeah. Flashy. Oh, that's good tea. That was worth it. Okay, what's getting me about this is that there's no space at the beginning. There is a space at the end. Why? We have the space here. One there. One there. If I do an extra one, then okay. Oh, now it thinks there's 3. Oh, interesting. It was doing something weird. Okay. And that, and now. Hey, good morning, Tim. Race in to save the day. How's everyone doing? Yeah, long time. I took a good couple months off. Hope you've been well. Welcome, everyone. So my name is Mr. Halsey, and we are currently working on this little app here for our Twitch chat. We're using this cool software that's called Tauri, Tauri. It's pretty sweet. it basically uses whatever web view you have because they're all pretty darn good. And then it uses Rust as the backend with a kind of focus on security. So decided we would work on our little chat app here. And we got these cool little, we just did highlights. Check this out. Has this little animation. It's like, it's pretty cool. You know, yeah, it has sandboxing and stuff. Safe, TM. Yeah. Oh, I didn't notice. There's a felt a little resource. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's working out pretty well. And we got emoticons loading. That was fun. Even animated ones load. But how was your stream, man? Oh, look at that. Animations. Very cool. And thank you again for the raid. Oh, that is a cool little animation. So at the moment, we're working on the highlighting. Right? So if somebody does a mention, what happens? So highlights work. You get, once the animation's done, they're nice and subtle. They're not too bright, but you can still see them. But when you get a mention, our current challenge is, so if we have some text, right? And Capitan is the little account we're using. I'm using Dvorak, so everything's AOEU. Oh, you need to take a nap. Ah, okay. Marketing Monday. Oh, that's cool. Very cool. I always enjoyed that about his videos, right? About his streams, right? The financial pieces, the marketing pieces. Like you get to see all of the game industry, which is really cool. Rather the indie industry. So what's getting me right now is this right here, right? This little space in here. The space should be outside the white block, not inside it. So you can see, like this is the one we're using that we built earlier, right? And this is what we're working on. Now, if we inspect this, treating indie dev as a proper business. Yeah, that, especially if like you got family and got to support people. Oh yeah. We can see here that there's like spaces before and after. But what's weird is if I come in here, let's zoom in just a little so you can see. Whoa. Okay. So if I hit one space, you can see my cursor as it goes back and forth there. There's only one space there. But if I hit space again, now there's 3. So it went from 1 to 3. And that is because we're purposely adding a space here and here to try to get the browser to just not render that piece. Oh. What is this? Viewer prime follow. Yeah, thanks, but no thanks. Oh, are we? We got Oh, here we go. What? Goodness. Block report. No, no. Yeah, I'm horrible with this stuff. There we go. This user has not been banned. Oh, there we go. Boop. Hey. And the code worked. All right. So we had implemented the ability to clear. Oh, famous by viewers falling. Yeah. Yeah, normally I'll go through and clear those out. Moderation. Do I? All right, we'll have to figure that out. All right. Now, the spacing, right? So how do we fix that spacing? And I'm not sure on this. And we could go through and try to, like, you know, I don't know. Because the way that we're doing it, you look here, it's all in highlight message. So we split it, right? We split the text. And we set up an array to be able to record where we found the mention. So then we iterate over each chunk of the split and checking to see if it's in one of the mentions, right? If it matches. Is the space inside the div? It is. And it's because of the join at the bottom. Oops. We record the indexes and then we reverse the array, right? Starting at the end, so we don't screw up the indices. And then we splice in a trailing tag and a before tag. So one after, one before. And if we inspect it, we can see that there's a space up here, a space down here, and then inside of this block, there's also a space before and after the text. And for whatever reason, the space before isn't causing an issue, but the space after is. And I'm not sure why. Is there like a CSS attribute for trimming spaces? CSS trim spaces. No. White space property. What is this? Pre? What? I want to see this on MDN. That's a color. Yeah, this is for wrapping. That wouldn't do it. And we could do it post, right? We could trim out these spaces after the fact. -1 EM margin. Yeah, maybe. Huh. That's interesting. What I think it's saying, right? And here, just check me on this. What I think is going on is that because we have the display set to inline, right? it has a space before the tag and after the tag. And in order to make it seem as though there's only one space, right? So as you're just reading words in a sentence, it collapses them into one space. Makes sense. In this case, it collapses it to before the div, and here also before the closing tag of the div, which isn't exactly what we want. So I think if we remove the space inside the div, then they would correctly be outside the div. So we could do that. That I copy paste would have those extra spaces. Oh, it might. Well, let's see. Let's copy that. If I paste it in. No. Because HTML will naturally collapse extra white spaces into one character, right, which you don't end up getting to copy. Same with like new lines and tabs and things like that. Oh, this is interesting. I wasn't expecting this, but it makes sense. What if we change this? Because right now it's inline. What if it was like let's go back to the CSS for this. Inline block. Ah, here we go. So if we change it to inline block, then it's yes. Much nicer. Okay. And then we need a bit of a padding. There we go. And then we toss some animation on there. We make it flipped and rotate. And yeah. I wonder what that would look like. That ruined the spacing? It did a little bit. And we could do like padding on the vertical. Yeah. It's different on a highlighted line now. Oh, wait. Oh, the vertical spacing. Yes, it did. But we could fix that with message line height. We force that to let's say, let's make it something small, like 16 pixels. That's going to be tiny, right? So we can kind of control it with line height as well. Oh my goodness, that looks awful. And where is that? I do want more space before the message header. Where did I put that CSS? You know, I think I like the CSS better in the messages. But there's cases where it needs to be shared. And I'm not sure how to do that yet with just a plain CSS and not like, going to SCSS or something else. Where were we? I remove those. The line height. I don't like that. Make it really big. Yes. It's horrible. All right, we'll just get rid of that. Leave it to its normal flow. But you're right, it did. I don't know if there's a... I mean, I prefer this with a little bit of bleed over. We could have gone to margin, but margin's on the outside of that. Unless we do, what is it, border box? Oh, what is that? What is that property? Box sizing, border box, content box. Back up to the top. Root, here we go. Okay. Get that. And instead of a margin, we could set the border size. No, that's still... Oh, but if we don't do the border box... No. Oh, well. It's fine. I'm going to leave it for now. The functionality works. Okay. Shiny. All right, let's commit that, and then we'll go on to the next task. Oh. Sin. Adding a build script. Okay. That's right. Technically, that's not part of this change. These are, though. Oops. I want that, yes. And what task was this? This is number 17, I think. Style mention to highlight the name, yes. Mention styling. We can always improve that. We're getting kind of it roughed out. And roughed out in a way that it's not, like, offensive to the eyeballs. Oh, and there was one other change. Get UI. This one. Beautiful. All right. All right, so let's close that task. That one's done. Resolved. Good. What do we got going here? All right. Oh, settings panel. Message code for... Oh, this one. Code formatting. We're right in the area. Right. So the idea is, let's say you had some sort of message. Like, let's pretend the message content was like... let's bump the font up on this. Somebody suggesting some code, right? So somebody says blah blah blah, right? And do this, and then they give some Rust code, right? Which is like, I don't know, string boom boom to string. Just pass that into some other function. Yeah, like that. Let x equals, borrow empty array. Perfect. Thank you. And this normally comes across in Twitch as not awesome. And sometimes there's emoticons or, other things, right? So the idea is to have special styling for code blocks. So I think we're going to look for matching backticks and wrap and style them accordingly, so that we just end up with code. Now, is code still a valid tag? Code. No, I don't want that. A code tag. Code inline code element is code is a tag. Still, after all these years, they haven't killed it off yet. And what about, how do we do, Rust syntax highlighting? Oh, that's funny. Let's say for a blog, right? Rust doc for syntax highlighting. Wrong tuple. Yeah, I want something like this, right? I've seen that before. But we're going to have to parse it, which we could do, right? See, this is talking about something else. First, no global emotes. What's beginning with? Oh. Oh, and we even got a broken one. Yeah. Oh, that's exactly the idea, right? To keep stuff like this from being broken. All right. Rust syntax highlighting web page. What is this? Right, a token-based highlighting for the HTML documentation generated by RustDoc. Oh, interesting. MDBook uses highlight.js. Okay, maybe we could use highlight.js. What is highlight? 197 languages and 248 styles. Automatic language detection. Multi-language code highlighting. Available for Node.js. Works with any market. Okay. How's it work? Get for, okay. Where's the documentation? This is like a blog of changes. Language, handlebars. Oh, is that the usage there? Okay. In the browser, the bare minimum for usage for using highlight.js on a web page is linking to the library along with one of the themes and calling highlight all. Oh, interesting. Pre-code. All right, so we need to do the pre-code. Support languages, custom, okay. And I presume that there's another function that we can call. Maybe I just didn't read far enough. All right, how do I download it? Because we need to put this in like the statics directory. No, but first we need that pre and code bit. All right, fetch via CD, getting the library. What? You can get do not link to GitHub directly. could just fetch it off a CDN. I guess it's just a package on NPM. Oh, probably, right? That makes sense. Right. Download pre-built CDN assets. Here we go. Oh yeah, there's also an NPM package, highlights CDN assets. See, I'm not even sure how to bundle that up. Right, let's say I was to use it. Right? How do I use NPM with Tauri to ensure that it's packaged? Yeah, I'm not sure. We could try that. All right, let's look at that. Oh, uses tree sitter master. All right, let's check that one out too. GitHub's using tree sitter. Okay. Do I then? Let's see. Oh, you know, this seems like more work though. That it does seem like more work. Because I really only want to spend so much time on this, right? It does seem more interesting though. Hey, Moscow Bish, how you doing? All right, let's see if we can pull this out of here. 42,000 weekly downloads. All right, copy that. Let's add it. All right, so there it is. How do we use it? If you just want a single JS file with the common languages built in, what are the common languages though? Did they describe that? What are the common ones? Only a common set, okay, but what are the what? I have no idea. All right. Oh, Moscow Bish, check it out. We got highlighting working. Yes. Common usage. Roll. Oh, this is so light on documentation. Okay, let's look here. Oh, here we go. Common 34. Roscoe. No. Yes, Rust is in there. Okay. So we could do that. Wow, R? Wait, are these? It's all the 34 common ones, huh? WebAssembly, wow. Okay. Oh, that was over here. 248 styles, wow. Wow. That is a lot of styles. No Challenger Deep. All right. We'll have to pick a style. All right. And if anybody wants to look ahead, please feel free. All right, so let's wire it up. We need pre-encode classes, or DOM elements, tags, whatever we want to call them. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is look for pairs of backticks, right? Will there be clickable links? I like that idea. Let's add that to the backlog here. The links. Submit. All right. Where were we? We were on. That was 10, 18. Let's go to 17. Is it 17? No, that one's closed. Oh, we were doing code formatting. Okay, message code formatting. That's a good idea. All right. Go back to message. Message is going to be a bit of a hefty thing, isn't it? We could start to split pieces of this out. Then just import it. It's a little utility. All right, let's just keep going though. Can clean that up later. Let's get it functioning. About URLs, ranges. Okay, highlight message. Format code. I don't know. Spring. And we need to return the message, right? Okay, so we need to figure out how many backticks there are. We could just split on backticks, then look at the number of elements in that array. Chunks is equal to message as split. We'll split on backtick. This breaks on. That's okay, right? Because I think here the intention is that it's you're in a code block, right? I don't know what's the intention there. And then as long as it's odd, right? Because if there's only one, there'll be two. So if there's two, there will be three. So if it's odd. But wouldn't the code block have extra text in it? Oh, at this point. Oh, you're right. You're right. I see what you're saying. Because we will inject that first. Bum, bum, bum. Ooh, fancy. Okay. You're right. Yeah, that's going to be an issue. Well, we'll see if everybody's as clever as you, though. Pour some more tea. I like the cadence of working with Tauri. You get a lot of the functionality that the Rust community has already built, right? All those frameworks and libraries. And it works, right? And Tauri's working. It's working really well. Except for the escape thing where it crashes. Yeah, how would we do this? All right. Yes. I'm very trusting, aren't I? Okay. Touche. All right. Anyone else getting their GitHub address spammed by automatic mails from startups lately? Just the general recruiter spam. I just don't pay attention much. Be interesting if that was their new somebody's selling that information. What kind of emails is it? Is it like trying to sell you products or? Oh, Emil, you have. Oh, they must work. All right. Yeah, but alert doesn't do anything. All right. So let's add some proper escaping. Okay. Oh. Thanks, Emil. See that? Bad sandboxing. Enjoy it while it lasts. Okay, so we'll do something there eventually. Update. But it's good to catch it. It's good to catch it early. All right. Now for this, oh goodness, we do have functions for that. We're in a browser, so this should be a pretty quick one. Let's see. Search message, and then we'll have to. Okay, what do we have? We need what is it? Indian. I don't think it's just escape. Yeah, it's URL encode or something, right? Code URI component. There we go. Oh, with ammonia on the Rust side, still allows some fun HTML, but no dangerous or layout breaking things. Oh dear. Oh, I wonder what that does. Yeah, look at that. It opens up. Oh, that's great. Ammonia. Let's look at ammonia. That's interesting. Okay. Code ended. Oh. Let's see, ammonia HTML sanitization. Right. Let's add that. Let's use it in the Rust side. CD source that cargo add AMMONIA. Yes. Oh, what features does it have? No features. Okay. Let's go to the Rust side. This is going to be in twitch.rs for now. Oh, and can we actually do that? Let's see. What is going on? Oh, the color's updated. What? Thank you for catching up. That's great. A little too bright, though. All right, there it is. All right. The message.data. Because these are all, it's just parsing it, right? It's parsing the actual text. So we could convert it to raw. I get the raw message. Try to sanitize that. Or we convert it to some other type. What does data do here? Start field data, yeah. So it's getting the raw parts. What is a raw part? Raw self. Okay. I didn't restart it. It just happened. Like suddenly. Yeah, I don't know if we can actually do this here. Right? Because we can get a reference to the data. Into inner. I think if we use this on the raw, it might screw some other stuff up. Let's see. Where's raw? Because we could get that. We get the raw, and then we use... It was still... Wait. Might have been Rust Analyzer hooking semantic highlighting, but I don't... Yeah, I don't know. It just suddenly did it. That's strange. It's getting warm in here. Yeah, but in this case, it was just, you know, comment color. Yeah, semantic tokens. Okay. Ammonia. Looking at ammonia. I don't know if we want pull down CMark. No. We just want ammonia clean, don't we? Clean. Unsafe HTML. Yeah, that seems pretty cool. Use the security defaults. Let's try that. Green raw equal to minus. All right, now we have to go back into a message or private message. T. Let's see. I thought it had channel message. Oh, the problem is that the way that private message is working, I can't. Because a private message, if we look at the, let's see, do they have a parse here? Because I think it's just references inside, so I can't just change it. It's not built that way. And private message isn't my crate. Oh, this is interesting. Why 11 implementations? Am I looking at the right thing? This is for sending a private message. No, this is not the right thing. So if we look here, commands private message here. Here we go. So it's the raw part. All right, and these are just indices into the raw. Yeah, I think it'll be easier when these IRC commands are going back into kind of the other Rust side. This will likely get cleaned up. So in this case, private message. How do we create one? Display name is turbo, blah, 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 from IRC message. Okay. So we just give it that from IRC, which is an IRC message. Does it have anything else? No, it looks like it's just from IRC message. So we create an IRC message, then we pass it into this. Okay. And where was IRC message? Some input that is maybe owned. You can also serialize it to assert a JSON value, then replace the text data. Yeah, it's true. Or we just get the messages routed through the way we want. All right, let's do that. So we're not doing like double work. All right, so instead of this, we're going to do events. What is it? Trigger? No, dispatch. And we're going to dispatch this IRC message. And then this will go into the rest of the Rust code, right? We'll because we're isolating the Twitch connection piece from everything else, right? It's on its own. It's in its little async loop. And so it's just going to fire off little events. So in this case, we're going to dispatch events Twitch message. No, Sure. Twitch. I think we should say IRC message. All right. One of those. Events. Just going to grab one of these. Which IRC message. All right. This needs message, pub message. How about this one? Oh. What? Oh, it needs a lifetime. Oh, can we do that? Attic? Should be owned at that point. You'll be looking for a bit? Alright, man. Great events. Okay. Expected unknown. Yes. Oh, do I just need to borrow that? Okay. That's right, because it gets serialized, doesn't it? Which IRC message meant not satisfied. Oh, we need to pass the manager first. Do we have the manager? We do. It's an app handle. Okay. Then when we call dispatch, in this case, we have an event. It's just going to get serialized. You know, I think we can actually use a lifetime here because we're going to serialize it so quick. Okay. If it's not on, we can surely just write a self-referential. Absolutely. But in this case, we're just going to dispatch it so quick. It's going to be serialized, triggered, and emitted. So, boom, done. And then it'll be deserialized on the other side. I guess I'm surprised. Does... Yeah, it does. Okay, sure. All right. Let's see if this works. You think you had to write a self-referential struct once to get around GATS not being stable? How would you do that? You'd have to box it? All right. I'll leave it. Okay, so we have this listen over here. No. Oh, we're dispatching it. So we're tossing this thing over the fence. Now, what's on the other side of the fence? If we go into main, we have these listeners, right? To listen once, listen many times. So in this case, let's see. We need a copy of the handle. Twitch, let's see. Handle. Okay, so we'll take that. Then we have to listen and then do something with the message and then be done with it. Let's see, events, listen. Okay. RC handle. And then our handler. And this is events, Twitch RC message. Now, what are we going to do with this? We're going to convert it to some other type and then send it to the front end. I like the structure of it already. We would basically be building the same type over and over again. I don't know, just... You are already inside an arc? Oh, I see. It has to be heap allocated so it has a stable memory address. Yeah. Didn't even have to... Okay. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. Oops. Let private message equals event dot message. Okay, so now we have a private message. What are we going to do with this? This is the same type as before. It's outside of the little loop, right? We've tossed it over the fence, and we could have n number of listeners listening to the same sort of thing. Right? So if we had 10 of these, they could each do something different with it, if they wanted to. It doesn't matter. But what are we going to do with the data? So step one, let's get the message, right? Step two, yeah. Step three, profit. So step two, like step three I get, right? Here we dispatch. Dispatch information to HTML to browser JavaScript. There we go. Vert type and clean up. Oh, interesting. It just locked up. Do I have like a key combo for TY? And click. I can't do anything. If we get that, yeah, save. Uh-oh. Cancel that. Looks like it's saved, but still hung. Anyway. It's right there. So strange. Visual Studio hangs up more often than NeoVim did. Even on like the nightly version of NeoVim. Okay. Vert type. What if I do type? I don't know why it freaked out. Anyhow. Oh, okay. I know, I was just trying to poke the bear, you know, see if it'd happen again. Convert type. We need to convert this to our own type. So we could wrap it in our own type and adjust the serialization, right? Okay. Events. You can do some Vim commands. The built-in LSP support seems nice. It is. It is. I really like it. I wonder if we did something like this. So we had, it's not a Twitch IRC message anymore. Right. It's something like this. And we flattened it and did some extra stuff. We could copy out the message and clean it up. It seems appropriate. It really does. You recommend a constant name stir, blah, blah, instead of a function? Instead of a function. Oh, I like that. Can we do that on a trait? Or, because it has to be on a trait. Basically, anything that implements this. Here, let me show you the serializing. So dispatch needs to be able to get to the type name. Should work? Oh, okay. Oh, and then you can just overwrite it. Oh, this is neat. Let's try. Const name stir equals static stir. Okay. Oh, don't have to default it. Okay. It's not a member of the trait. It looks like we do have to have... Oh, I see. You don't have to put a default value in, but it still needs to be there. Yep, I got it. Got it. Oh, much nicer. Okay. Ooh, learned something new. This is good. All right. It's cleaner. Constant name. What did I miss here? Oh, apostrophe. How many more we got? Just a couple. Too many. Very nice, thank you. Yeah, that's much nicer. Check my calendar. All right. Very good. Okay, so that got cleaned up. Oh, a couple more. There's one more then. All right, we got name. Good, good. Okay. So right now, when it gets serialized, right, it goes over the wire. We send it to the browser. The format is pretty good so far, right? We get a bunch of tags. We get a bunch of other stuff. I don't really feel like making all of those things optional on a new data type. It's definitely something we could do. All of these different pieces, right? And these all get serialized. So there must be a serialization implemented for this. I don't know where it is. I might have just missed it. But it is getting serialized and sent over the wire. Now, I don't know if or how well we could control that with Saturday. There's probably some magical way to do that. Let's say Saturday. Container attribute. So we can flatten. We can give it a type. Okay, we can also give it serialize and deserialize. Property, okay. So what else are we going to want to put on these things? Or do we just want to remove pieces? Was it snowing again? It's not supposed to snow. Well, we only need a couple of things in the HTML piece, so maybe we just pluck those out, put it into our own. And as time goes on, we can expand on it. Let's do that. Twitch message. So what do we need in message? Oops, wrong button. Message. Not this one. This one. In sub badge. Oh, let's go back. Like in the subscriber info? So most of the way that the current that this private message type works is that it's actually pointing to chunks within a string. Pardon me. So it's pointing to a piece of memory, and instead of copying these pieces out, you just have a bunch of ranges, right? Saying, okay, the name's over here, the tag's over here, and so on. So when somebody asks for, let's say, the name, right, then it knows where it starts and ends. It can just return a reference to that chunk of memory. Right? So yeah, it's and that. I hope that answers the question. I'm not sure exactly where we were when we looked at so the subscriber badge piece. I imagine it's in here somewhere, but I lost it. Yeah, it's not allocating when you try to get some of that information. And we will probably do the same thing. You can explain it, but anyway, okay. All right, well, it's all right. So our Twitch message will likely be derived from something else. And if we do this, and what are we using for? So if we come back up in here, message spelt, we basically use these things, of which these are from that type. Oh, you know what? These are all strings. That could be. Oh, and these need to be commas, don't they? Implementation of deserialize is not general enough. Oh. Really? Oh, my back. Okay. So these will all be the same lifetime. Why? A Twitch message actually implements deserialize 1 for some specific lifetime of, okay. Oh, why, thank you. I'm also going to get stretch. I was welding a bunch yesterday. Getting up and down off the tractor a bunch. Oh, that was. Actually feel kind of crunchy, you know, like you move and you just snap. Am I coding standing up? I am. And I've been looking at these other chairs. There are some cool chairs out there. What is it? Chair Callisto something? No. That's definitely not it. I look on Amazon on my other box. They'll probably suggest it to me. A lip cut. No, these are all not right. There was this really cool one. I don't know. It just, yeah. So I ended up getting a adjustable height desk from like Home Depot or like, I forget what it was. It was either Lowe's or Home Depot, right? So it's actually a workbench that has a little crank on the side. It was like on sale for $200 or something. And it has worked for years. I did put wheels underneath it so I can just move it around very easily. And it's brilliant. It's nice and easy. I don't have to plug it in, well, except for all this stuff. So it works pretty well. All right. Chairs. Okay. Getting distracted. Deserialize is not general enough. Just going to Google that real quick. Wait, is this the same error? No, yes. Oh, deserialized. Okay. And where does that error actually come up? It's here. And event. See, it's deserialized owned. Oh, okay. And this is not. I see. So this we do serialize on. Oh, interesting. But our event wants serialize and deserialize here. So we could just move these. I was being quick. When we're dispatching, we want serialize, right? And when we're listening, we want deserialized, deserialize owned. And here. Oops. Okay. I still don't get it, like, because this one was fine, right? This deserialized, but this one's not. What is the difference? Let's take a learning moment here. What is going on? Is it because there's some custom implementation for that? And now it's actually okay with it. Huh. I think it had to do with deserialize owned being on event while this was deserialized. I think that's what was going on. All right. Let's see. So we're going to put one of these together. We will adjust the message as we do so. Let's go back to main. Let's create a from or which message. Oops, what'd I do? I'm hitting the wrong, there we go. Oh, we need lifetimes here, don't we? Was it just ID? Message ID, user ID, room ID? I think it's message ID. Oh, and this one's interesting because this is name or display name. So if display name doesn't exist, then it is name. Map or, yeah, map or. What? Princeton provided default. This is actually what we want. Message dot. So if we don't have display name, we will give it name. All right. And then we want message. What? Message equal to private message. Data is what that is. Almost. Emotes. All right, now self ID, name, message, color, and emotes. Okay, so we have that. Oh, that's an option? Oh, really? Okay, what was I using elsewhere? In messages, we were using message.tags.id. I think I just said it's always there, but JavaScript's just going to give it undefined if it's not, right? So what do we do if it doesn't have that? Default it to nothing? Or do we just propagate this as an option? So color is also optional and emotes are optional. Oh wait, emotes? That shouldn't be a string, right? It's a vector of emotes. All right. So this one's an option. Emote, vector of emote. ID, also option. Oh, emotes. Vector of emotes. Why the plural in that? Oh, because that's right. There might be multiple defined there. Okay. So you have the emote ID and then its places within the text. So one emote might be in the text 5 times. Oops. Oh, where is it? One tab over. There we go. Option, option. Now we need color. Oh, it's an option to a color. Which color? Yes. Twitch chat, Twitch color. And emotes. Oh, that's not an option. It's just an empty vector if it doesn't exist. Okay. That's right. How do we do that? How do we pass? Can we include that with it? That'll be for the same lifetime, right? Returning this value requires that private message is borrowed for A. Yes. How do we express that? No. Could just copy these out, but color. Okay. Huh. How do we keep that on there? Do we need to use like a phantom data with a lifetime? We have this for lifetime A, implementing from, and we get private message, returning self that references it. It's owned by the current function. Let's see. I'm going to test something. If instead we just did this is equal to private message dot message ID. Same problem, right? Because it's owned by the current function. Right. For oh, I see. Thank you. That was it. So now the lifetime, we're not passing it in ownership, right? And that's where the problem was. We're passing in ownership of private message instead of it living outside of the from. See, so now it lives outside the from, so the lifetime continues to exist outside, so we can take reference to pieces inside of it. Got it. Thank you very much. It's one of those little Rust kind of gotchas, you know? All right. And now that we have that, we could clean up the message here. And what was it? It was, oh man. I forgot what we added. I think it started with an A. Let's look in cargo. Cargo to Tommel. Ammonia. Okay. Ammonia clean. Message. All right, now let's adjust message here. This is an owned string. Now we can go back to main. Which message from private message. All right, so now we have that, and we can dispatch it. Events, dispatch. Oh, manager. What is manager here? Manager is Twitch RC handle. Almost spelled correctly. And the event is message. Closure may outlive the current function, but it borrows Twitch RC handle. Oh, I want this to be a move. Cannot move out of Twitch IRC handle because it is borrowed. Move out of Twitch IRC handle occurs here. Really? Did I use the wrong one? Oh, this one, this should just be handle. There we go. Now we can listen on the front end for Twitch IRC message. So we look at messages. And this was now no, come on, keys. Events. I don't remember. Events. What do we call it? Oh, Twitch IRC message. All right. But it's no longer a private message. So we have, goodness. Oh, none of that. Oh, and we need stuff from tags too, don't we? Okay. All right, let's see what we need to kind of propagate up. All right, so we need, what was it? ID string, which was optional. What else do we have? Color, which is an optional string. Now let's just ID name message color emotes. ID name color and emotes. All right. Name is provided. Message is also provided. emotes is a list of emoticon. Okay. We no longer need this private message event. And this can be called message, or let's call it the same thing, Twitch message. All right, so we have Twitch message on both sides. This is going to cascade some errors. Message list is now Twitch message. Oh, I love typing. We have a Twitch message. Yeah, we're missing the, like, is highlighted. All right, let's. Or from. We need this. Hub is highlighted. And now we can start to move these other things back into the Rust side, right? Whether or not it's highlighted. I don't really want to do the div pieces. I think that's more of a display concern for the mentions. That's going to be a bool. Message ID. So if message ID, and we map that to avoid typoing this, I'm going to copy it. Okay, so if that's equal to that, unwrap or default, which I believe is false. Okay, now we have highlighted out here. Go back to messages, process highlights, boom, that's already done. Okay. We'll have to clean those up in a minute. Let's just work down our list. We're waiting for Twitch message. No longer see message is equal to that. Okay, bum bum. That looks okay, right? We're just putting it onto the list. Tags. Okay. Message. Color. See. Now in this case, these are not optional. Oh, and emotes is actually something separate. Converted into an iterator. Oh, interesting. All right. I forgot that option is an iterator, right? It implements it. Yeah, that is fun. Variable ID has implicit any type. In some locations. Oh, okay. Color and emotes. Emotes is an array of emoticon. Color. That seems fine. Oh, but it might be undefined. It's undefined here, or it's potentially undefined. That seems okay. What about emotes? That's a string and not emoticon. Okay. What about this? Oh, actually, I don't know if emoticon gets translated correctly. No, this is a different type of emoticon, which we're not using, right? As our current emoticon, or where the emotes was being used, we would split this and parse all this data, right? So we'd get the range. But it's already done for us. So this emotes to ranges can be deleted. I don't understand what this error is for. Declaration expected. Let's look down here. Yeah, see, here we have emotes, and they're a different type now. Okay. And these are optional. Right? Okay. Going back to here. Let's clean this up as well. String or undefined. String or undefined. Oh, it's not optional here. Okay. Perfect. Good. Now that should clear this up. All right. Missing the following properties. What? Type ID, blah, 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 is missing the following properties. Okay, I don't see. Is it emotes or? Okay. Come back to it. Are we using invoke? No. Good. Yeah, that's going to blow up. Okay. And where's all of the errors? I would have expected some more TypeScript errors. Something to stop it from building. Okay. And then what it's complaining about down below is that these types are wrong, yada, yada. Okay. So in this case, we get the emote IDs, but emotes now is a different type altogether. So if we come back here, we need to convert this here into the other emote type. We're not using this. So our emoticon, or we could name it emoticons because of how it's actually described. We come back. Where was it? It was in events, emotes. It has an ID and a vector of ranges. Oh, I wonder how these get serialized. Vector of ranges. It's the range I don't know how it serializes. Is there a... Here we have a tuple thing, but I don't know. ID. And that's... Was that a number? Yeah, usize. Okay. And was it? I was thinking about the sizes and forgot the rest. Okay. Ranges, vector, range 216, U16. Wonder, is that going to be a list of lists? So it'll be an array of arrays, kind of like a number array. Maybe. Now let's see. All right. That should get us close. Okay, but now it's emoticons. And the other type that gets, so we're no longer going to have tags. It's highlighted. Okay, that's emoticons there. Feels like it's cleaning up all right. Yes, the emotes. Where does, oh, emotes is passed in. Okay, so the emote IDs now is emotes.map. What does it think this is? Is it an implicit any type? It doesn't. Okay, if it's undefined. I see. Handling this is easier on the Rust side. No, this is not optional, is it? Because it should just be an empty array. I think we looked at that, right? Yeah, it's just an empty array. Perfect. All right, so we have this emotes dot. There we go. E.id. All right, so there's our IDs. Build emoticon emote URLs. And what does it think this is? Array of numbers. And this strings. Fine. Okay. Now emotes to ranges. We have ranges now. So here we're looking for emoticon range. Let me search for all of the types again. I keep. Is it comma? No, it's not it. I keep forgetting what I set this to. Quick fix, all symbols, AS. Oh, it doesn't work here? Oh, there it is. Emoticon range. Does it need to have the ID? Okay, range number array. So what are we doing with it? We create the ranges, then we pass them into this enhanced message emoticons. And if we just have this list of emoticon, that's very, very similar. All right, so we have emoticons. And for each one of those, let's... All right. Oh, we wanted to do this for each range. Ooh. I see. You know what? The last thing also ordered them in a special way. As long as my HTML sanitizer isn't running it. It is not. Soon, though. Well, that's interesting. I wonder why. Seems like it should have. It's funny. So when we build these ranges, we also sort them. Because we have to work it right from the end of the string back. Doing some limit, it's fine. I'm also curious because in that environment, right? It's currently authenticated with Twitch, right? But is the browser authenticated with Twitch? I don't think it is, right? So, I mean, it might be because we loaded that up in the same maybe browser context. It was a different window, but it was an external context. And I am curious as well as to how much of that context actually made it back in here. And currently the only Twitch access it has because of the scopes is IRC read, right? So it's not like it could do much as long as Twitch doesn't have any bugs. So, I mean, it feels like a pretty darn good sandbox at the moment. I mean, I think I need to flip the way this works. Okay. Basically, let's see, where is it? Let's find it. Highlight mentions, no. Enhanced message emoticons. Yeah, it was just right here. All right. So we're going to have emoticons passed in, right? And I'm going to comment that out. Done. Okay, we're going to comment out where we call it. Done. This is just emoticons now. Fine. Okay, now we get emoticons here. What is this? Cannot find name emoticons? Why not? What's it called? Oh, it's just called emotes. Oh dear. All that a custom amount. You know what? I actually have a meeting quite soon, so I have to cut it short. Um, let's figure out who we're gonna raid today. Rust Horror Custom Engine. Oh, I remember that one. Yeah, that was fun. I like the engine that they have. Let's see if we can rate them. All right, y'all. I gotta run, but thank you for hanging out. I think we've made some decent progress today. I'll clean up the little piece there and toss it in source. But till next time, y'all. Bye bye. I don't know how to do this. I canceled the raid. Well, we're still here. All right, there we go. Bye-bye. The new Twitch UI gets me. I'm not used to it yet. All right, see y'all.